Hello everyone. In this presentation, I will be going over tips for collaboration in a virtual world for school-based professionals. The key points of this presentation are about collaborating with various school team members, establishing communication systems, participating in virtual meetings, providing virtual support to students and families, and the best practices for distance learning. First, I have collaboration. You're going to be collaborating with various school team members in IEP meetings, parent, teacher, and therapist meetings, and you're all going to be working towards common goals. It's important to establish communication systems. Establish basic procedural guidelines for communication. Establish a best method of communication for all team members, whether it be phone call, text, or email, and what times you're best available at. Make sure there's communication coordination, regular times that you're contacting each other to stay on the same page. Make sure that you have timely responses to emails, texts, and voice messages. And make sure you schedule meetings in a timely manner, giving everyone time to prepare. Participating in virtual meetings. It's important to establish common meeting times, as well as establishing formal roles, such as team facilitator, note taker, and timekeeper. It's important to be prepared to troubleshoot technology issues, which I'm sure we're all familiar with. It's important to use common language when appropriate. If there's a meeting with a parent, they might not understand some of the terms that we have, that we've learned about through our schooling, so it's important to use language that they would understand. And it's also important to establish meeting norms. Providing virtual support. It's important to acknowledge changes to students' well-being and stress levels. This is unprecedented times. These are experiences that they're not used to having. No student has ever had to have school online like this. It's important to try to be in tune with how they're feeling to monitor if they need extra help. Encourage adoption of supportive habits. Ensure students can participate virtually. Identify possible barriers to participation, such as, do they have the right materials? Do they have good internet access? Do they have a good device to access the class on? Establish how you are available for questions and support outside of scheduled meeting times, and this is specifically for students and parents. Best practices for distance learning. Provide orientations and set reasonable expectations for students. Establish a predictable routine, whether that's having class or check-ins at the same time every day. Facilitate connections between students and staff, such as online discussion boards. Check in with students and parents about how students are coping with this style of learning. Create social opportunities, such as lunchtime meetings, social clubs, or discussion boards that are specifically for whatever the students are interested in. Explore different resources. Encourage online learning specific spaces in home when possible. And provide accommodations when necessary. If a student had an accommodation in the classroom, try to ensure that they're getting the same sort of accommodation that they need while at home, doing online learning.